Good evening, team. It's Monday night, going live. We're going to dive into it. First and foremost, last week and the week before last was amazing until Thursday and Friday. Tuesday, we did say we don't have, actually, Monday, we said we didn't have to trade. And Tuesday, we said we should be done for the week. And what we do as traders and degenerates, we continue to play. And I got slaughtered Thursday and Friday. I didn't even care. I just watched my account bleed, and I could have got out even while I was up. And I had too much personal things. So let's clear the air with that. Now let's get into focus. I'm starting with NTES. NTES, we have been in this position for I think 2 weeks now. Actually, we started and we have an ER this week. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, the 19th. I got to double check it, but that doesn't matter right now. Hopefully they don't change it to the following week. But 365, I definitely see us getting in the money. 378.23 to 385.52 is target going in for ER. This is a weekly channel, and we have last week's range was 18 points. Prior ER ranges have been about 20 to 40 points. I'm looking for something like this. 2018, 11, 13. That move was just huge. I'm not even sure what was that, but that moved 80 points. I'm not saying that's going to happen this week, but what would be interesting is slight gap down to about 352, lose 2 points. And then from there, bounce. So we're going to find what's the median here, red bar. So red bar here would be 353.44. So I want to see price stay above that going into ER, see what they do, see if they can rocket it, because we already tested the 14 SMA on the weekly chart. So that's not an issue. And we already tested the 30 SMA on the weekly chart. So let's see what happens this year. I want to see a retest of all-time highs this week, holding the 365s. If you can get even cheaper, get it. I still think they didn't jack the premiums up yet. That's exactly what I'm waiting for. So we're going to do that. Keep that in focus for this week. Levels are posted here. I'm going to actually give you guys even some more levels in betweens. So let's get that. Put at a daily. This is weekly. I like to look at the weekly before I look at anything else. So here's a daily chart. Possible bounce over 349.17. I mean, even if they wanted to even retest the 14 SMA and then take off by Friday, I mean, I don't see why not, but I can definitely see a big move coming. Let's see what happens. If they do bump up the premium and double it, tomorrow we have to take that profit, take half off and ride the rest into, or we can even take half off and we can basically roll up to a couple of weeks out. Now I'm going to go to Met. So last week with Met, and I told you, like, nobody complained about Met. Thank God. I mean, Met, we did great. I have no issues there with Met. But one thing with Met, we took out profit. We killed it on that one. And I told you guys we're waiting for re-entry on Met because it's very important. And Friday, I was loading up. I was loading up into end of day. Hopefully, I was trying to get as much as I can as possible. I don't have any calls this week, but I still was focusing on the 54 calls for next week. But I'm actually more looking at the 54 calls for March 6. So I want you guys to focus there. Why? Because this gives us more time, plus the short week, premiums will drop. That's going to actually benefit us. And our levels are still intact. That candle last week really killed it. We need to see a close above 52.46 this week. That will make me back into bullish, targeting 54.70. I don't see why we can't. Last week we had a $1.88 range. Let's see what happens this week. So that's Met. Next up, I'm watching. See, I'm a little stuck with this one because when I still like it, no matter what, I like it a lot. But I'm also liking Mar. I like Mar. And Shaq is definitely always going to be in range. Everything is actually in like a decent channel to where it's not hard. And you want to know something crazy with Win? This is what got me. I told you guys the target. This was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Wednesday was when we supposed to get out. Wednesday was when we got to get short. We took our profits and go short for 132.87. The reason I say this is it usually never follows through to the 30 SMA here. I was already telling myself it's going to reject, and the worst case scenario is a gap down. And if the gap down happens, I should wait to get long, and I didn't. So with that being said, I want to see how Win reacts this week. If we can get a close above 132.87, I'm taking 140s 2 weeks out with size. We're currently trading in between the 14 and 30 SMA. So green bar tomorrow, I don't see why not, especially if they're opening up on more casinos. So Win stays on mine. So we have a bear flag here too. So you have to look at every single thing possible. You have to look at the negatives and the positives. So it's bearish here and it's bullish here. Bullish, what makes it bullish? It's trading in between the 1430 SMA. That's actually neutral to me. I told you guys that trading in between the 1430 is neutral. We vacuumed up. See, when we were trading here at 129, we took the 131 calls. So I was targeting 132.87. Once it got there, I was like, okay, if it closes near there, we can see 30 SMA to follow after that. And what happened? We hit 136. Playing these vacuum type plays are golden. You can get in and get out, and it's good for shorting and going long. It's just the hardest part is trading way outside of it, like 127 here. But now, see, we're actually trading in between it. A breakdown below is a short, breakdown above is a long. So we want to be above the 30 SMA. So Win is definitely on it. I know I'm saying covering 3, but I like Win a lot. Um, SHAK always on radar. It just I'm not feeling it. I have to feel it. The setup, I have to feel it. It's just in a flag right now. And people think, oh, SHAK is ready. SHAK is ready. I told you guys what has to happen with SHAK. 75, 79 has to be closed near or above for it to be bullish and ready to pop. We haven't yet, but we're in a nice flag. We're in a decent flag. The only bad thing about this that I do not like here is the fact that, look, I'm going to show you right now. We had a flag here. This threw me off one time, and then we bounced up to 14 SMA. And then I'll duplicate this flag, push it over here. This flag took this long. Let's see how long this flag will take. I want to see us one more bounce. Once we hit that 71.29, I'm going to definitely take at least 74 to 76 calls for the week after ER. No matter how expensive they are, I am going to take it. That risk reward there is going to be amazing. We still have a gap to fill. A lot of people keep forgetting about that gap. Remember that time when we caught SHAK right before everybody? And then I think Traders 3 we posted about it. They got into, but they were doing commons. This was the first pop here when it gapped above 65.73. That's when I knew it was going to work. So I'm loving it. It still looks good. We're above 71.29. Just one more pullback. One more pullback. I'm going to take some 75 to 76s. Looking at mid-March and some 80s for even. We still got the 320 80 calls. Those are perfect. I like them. You know me, I like things cheap. So my target would be around north of between 90 to 85. I want to see how this ER works. Gap fill is literally around 80, 95. So everything is looking good. Just one more test of that 14 SMA. Come down to 71.29. Let's lose at least 2 points, and then we get really aggressive. SHAK is definitely one of my favorite setups. Very clean, nice cup and handle formation. Nice also rounded bottom as well. It's that 71.29. This is where the bulls are going to come in hard at 71.29. They defend that or even touch the 30 SMA. You got to get aggressive because once you break 76.85, look what happens. This is what we get. There's no resistance. There's no resistance up here. There's not much resistance. The only resistance, honestly, activate, would be around where price has basically retraced to and held up at before breaking down. So this would be the resistance point here. So this is my range for targeting ER. So I look at that where price has been concentrated the most. So it's been around here. So that would be my target between 80 to 90. SHAK gets there, pulls back to 76.85, get long again. Targeting 100 all-time highs. I'm looking for 123.95. If they had 2022 calls, I would definitely take without hesitation 115s or even the hundreds. Let me see if they actually have that, because that would be amazing. A good trade. I could put that in my long-term Chase account. Let's check real quick. I know I had that here. I think I deleted it. I had one of those calls to watch. Only January 20. Oh, they have 22s. The 22s are, the 100s are 960. 10 of those and just let those sit there. The 120s are 580. I actually like these. I like the 120s over the 115. So I'm actually going to add that. I'm looking for a 16-point move for SHAK still as well. So that's definitely on the list for this week. I have nothing else that I want to focus on because the thing is we've learned these trades specifically for these reasons. I have COP too, so don't forget that. But I really want to focus on that. We have AZO is reporting soon. I like CCL. And if I like Met, I like PRU. So PRU is something we have to watch too for this week. They have expiries this week. So I'm looking at the 95s and the 97.50. They're practically pretty cheap too. So I want to watch those also. CCL is in buy territory right now. It's in a nice territory. It's a nice long territory. They're gonna report. I've got to find out when they report next. But after that beat last time, they made it up to 52, rejected there, and came all the way back down, lost 10 points, and they did that very fast. And this is a daily chart. So I'm gonna go over things because I know a lot of these things you guys are gonna be watching. You're gonna be like, you know what, that looks really good. And if this is an inverted hammer at the end of a thing, yeah, I think I'm gonna go long. Start taking some long positions. Looking at because if this is bottom for the year and this gradually increases and price climbs up, and I draw a trend line from that low here, let's see what happens. Does it line up? It does. Clean. Okay. Let's get rid of this. I think this is when they report 622, or these were strikes I was looking at to get into. So honestly, 46s, at least 4 weeks out, not bad. A month out for the 46s would work. Even the 45s, I don't know how cheap those are, but I'm literally looking more long-term than short-term, because that's where it's at right now. So if I was looking at long-term, the 20s, 47.50s for March 20 are not bad. And this is only February 21st, so we can get a good premium out of this. And then when it comes down to ER, price is going to get jacked up. So we'll be even an extra 100% on top of that. And I'm even looking at the 27s as well. The smartest play for this would be the Aprils. The 50s are cheap, but this is April 3rd. So you got to play with this. You got to play with it a little bit. The April 48s actually look much decent. They're trading at like around 55-cent ask, 45-cent bid. So I like those as well. Let me actually stop recording so you guys can actually